Hey everybody, starting a new 7 days to die, and I wanted to show you really quick what my intentions were. Obviously we're in 1.0, so I wanted to just kind of explore defaultness of 1.0 just to kind of see what happens. So we're going with a circle map. I'm changing literally nothing about the presets, just the size of the map. So I'm going with a circular on this, and I really like what it generated. This was my first generation click, and I'm already really happy with the layout and can see the potential of what this would look like moving forward. For the game settings, I am going to leave everything default, but I am going to do a Horde Night every night because I want to see how quickly the game ramps up in 1.0. I've done these before in older alphas, so I'm just curious what the difference is and how quickly it gets out of hand, or if it starts off a little bit soft, because the Horde Knights seem to be more relentless in 1.0, and in earlier games the first night, for example, you would kill like 3 zombies and be done. So I'm curious to see how that's different. The only thing I'm changing is the loot respawn. I always disable that. Otherwise, everything is staying the same. Spawned on a hill right next to a house, and it's actually a pretty cute house, so this might work out. Straight away. Axes do more block damage. That's nice. Let's scrap. Nope. Get to it. This might work out because this house looks pretty intact. It looks like it's up on a hill, so this might give us a vantage point. We can kind of see where we. Oh wow. Okay. Good size town. I mean, getting up and down from the house might be a bear. It looks like it might be snow. Oh yeah, to the east. Yes, it is. Okay, so that's the city to the north of with the snow to the, okay. There should be like a lake or something over there. All right, I got the lay of the land. Let's get through these beginner challenges. So obviously when you're doing a challenge like this where you're going to play every night, speed is key. We got to get rolling as fast as possible, and for sure that is going to be challenging with 1.0 because you really can't do as much with the traders early on, and that's gonna probably hold us back. We're not gonna get as much done from the traders early on. Yeah, this house may be not practical to live in. It's super cute, but getting up and down this hill to go questing, probably not smart. These here are a great source of wood. You get way more wood from these than you do from actual trees. So I am going to harvest these. I don't know if I'm actually going to run through this cabin. Maybe I will before we leave. It doesn't seem like I'm probably going to come back up. Yeah, look at that. 180 wood from that pile. Very nice. Versus this. Look how little you get. Ugh. All right. We got all that done, which means we have our points. We got 500 meters to go to the settlement. So I think I'm just going to go heavy into intellect because I'm playing solo, and we're gonna have to do it anyway for crafting purposes and stuff, so I may as well just lean into it. But I think I am gonna clear this place since like I said, I probably won't bother coming back. Oh shoot, that's a zombie. How about that? I see you back there. Nice. Got some more wood we can harvest there. We got some cloth we can harvest. We need to get a baton ASAP. There's for sure people behind this. Oh. Not very fair. Come on. They definitely buffed the health of, like, just these regular crawlers. Like, they buffed the health of specials across the board, and somehow those guys count, which seems ludicrous. Crack a book. Shipping crate for our very first box. That's nice. Oops. Dang. All right. Literally got a baton out of our very first thing with a can of soup and a ergonomic grip mod. That was a really, I'm very happy that we came in here. All right, so I am gonna just harvest up a bunch of random crap from this place, and then we're gonna head out to the settlement. All right, so we are heading out. Obviously that's where I need to go, but I'm gonna run through town so that I can hit up like mailboxes and stuff on my way. Because basically, if for anyone that's been under a rock and has not been paying attention to 1.0 thus far, when we first get to the trader, the first thing he's going to do is he's going to give us a starter quest to go dig up a buried supplies. It is a very easy buried supplies, but still, it is something that we have to do. And we got to get that out of the way before we can do anything else. So our hands are kind of tied on that front, and I kind of want to... So anyway, yeah, I will pick up as many mailboxes as I can and meet you over at the trader. Okay, so I am going to run inside, and I slowed myself down. I didn't have to be this slow, but I wanted you to see all the books that I got so we can go through them together. So, let's sort this all out. Alright, we got burning shaft mod schematic, that's a good one. We need electrical traps, medical journal. Bladed weapons do 10% more damage at night. I'm gonna read it, but probably don't really need it. Headshots have a chance to stun. Yep, good one. I'm probably not gonna use spears, so we're not gonna use that one. Robotics do 10% more damage, sure. 3 tech planets. So we're already up to Python quality 3 for crafting. No stamina while sneak sprinting. Motion, the most worthless great height book ever. Vehicle, and this is actually awesome that I already found a vehicle off-road headlight mod schematic. Because for anyone that has been playing this at all, if you would have noticed that when you make your first motorized vehicle, the mini bike, it no longer by default comes with a headlight, even though it requires a headlight to craft it. Still, it's part of the ingredients for it. It doesn't actually give you one, and you need to craft the off-road headlights mods to give it any kind of light at all. So that's a good find, because now I can actually have a light on my bike, assuming that I can get one pretty quickly.
Put away your wheel. Looky here, boys.
All right, special jobs. Yes, please. Yes, please.
What are you standing there for? Don't you have work?
All right, hopefully it's not that. Oh no, it's super close. I've taken these from him before where they were outrageously far, so it's not bad at all. Although he gives us a shovel, and we found a shovel, so we'll just scrap that one. As far as zombies go, we ran into a little bit of trouble along the way, but nothing crazy. Worst thing was a dog. but we did manage to handle it. Okay, obviously I don't need to punch all this, but I am going to anyway because I do want to get more primitive armor going. At least get a full set of that so that I can be relatively safe. Gloves, hood, and shoes, which are already level 2, because I did find a book for that, so nice. Wow, that was pretty worthless. Literally didn't even have any actual food. It literally just had a sham sandwich and a murky water. A lot of open land out here. I'm wondering, since the city is all this way, normally I would build my house like across the street from the guy, but I kind of feel like making it like here-ish. With it being a Horde Night Every Night, you have two options. You can very quickly take down a POI and try to patch it up so that you're good to go, or you can put together a very, very simplistic, quick horde base, and that is probably what I'm going to opt to do. Very curious to see how the first night goes, because, again, in 1.0, the Horde Nights are more relentless and never-ending, but, again, with it being just, I mean, I'm literally game stage 1, so I can't imagine that it's gonna be that crazy. But then again, who knows? So
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pay you.
I think for the sake of just having something worth a dang, I'm gonna use the machine gun bundle. I mean, obviously 7.62 is probably our best bet for doing some kind of real damage. Wow, these are terrible quests.
Come to think of it, word of advice: next time, bathe before coming to a job interview.
Let's do that. Alright, so at least we have something for emergencies. And we got our first skill point. Nice. Yeah, I mean, there's a fair amount of space here between the buildings where I could easily put together something, again, very simplistic. And then that simple structure I can later just incorporate into a larger structure if I want to, or I can just full on abandon it for something completely different. So I think what I'm gonna do, how many wood shapes can we get going here? Let's just start with 40. I'm gonna build the same thing I build every time I do a Horde Night Every Night for my first night, just to show you guys what I like to do, and we will go from there. Okay, so here we are in my ridiculously simple setup. I have a little turtle base. I can flip all of those up. No matter which direction they come from, I am covered. I have a storage crate above my head to put all my random crap. So I am good to go. The only thing I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to make a primitive outfit, since I can do tier 2, and they're incredibly cheap to make. No reason not to. 0.7 more armor rating. Never know if that'll be super useful or not. And we have a little bit of time, so I think I can actually attempt to get at least one quest done. I think that is really going to be one of the really big challenges of doing Horde Night Every Night, is when, with 1.0, having to do Ember Sword damage, nice. Having to do 10 quests before you get your bicycle obviously is very time consuming, so you have a lot of mobility issues early on, and you can't really do anything at night to help with progression, where so far with the playthroughs that I've been doing, of course, why would I go near this place? I know a dog spawns here. I know a dog spawns here. I have a couple playthroughs going right now and with other people, and if the progression's slower, but it's not at the same time, it's just kind of different. But at first, it's definitely a little bit of a slog, and it definitely takes longer to get your bicycle. So yeah, Horde Night Every Night. That's where my main concerns lie, is how quickly are things going to ramp up, where I'm going to feel the pressure of having to face off against zombies every single night, and what that's going to mean for our survival. So we'll see what happens, but at least we can get one quest done. All right, first real quest, we're doing Jerry's Fill. I'm just gonna quickly throw that nonsense out, and we got an Armored Up book, and we got another Spear Hunter book, which we're also not gonna read. Let's do this. I hate when they go into these weird crawling things. Like, what are you doing, sir? All right. I'm gonna take the time to search these things. It's because you never know. I honestly, with 1.0, you never know what you're gonna pull out, and even in like just straight up garbage, sometimes you can pull sewing kits, and sewing kits are so much more important now. Oh, shoots, was not paying attention to that. Oh my goodness. Do I even have... Oh, thank God I can repair it. Oof. But yeah, I have found that trying to make all of the armor kits that you need, it becomes very challenging. Oh, there. So look at that. Medical pile sewing kit. It's worth it to check stuff, because you never know, and you really need to start stockpiling sewing kits. Come on. No? Okay. Nice. We already have points into intelligence, so we have a chance to pull an actual stun baton out of electronic boxes. Not today, though. Tons of boxes, though. Boxes. Stun repulsor mod. That's a big one. Get that crafted ASAP. And a pipe rifle. I don't know that that's going to be super useful for us, but there it is. Bipod, which I guess I can technically put on here. I may as well put a bullet into this. I guess it would be useful in certain situations. Alright, I really don't need any of this stuff. No. Rather just be able to move. Honestly, I don't even need that. Oh, Jesus. No. No. Alright, well, let's stop screwing around in there since I lit myself on fire. Definitely seems like I'm not going to have enough time to get another quest done. So I am going to focus on just probably gathering wood and things like that to make sure that I'm good. I'm going to sell off whatever I can and see what we can get for a quest reward. We definitely want to get this. Not gonna be making any shotguns. Good enough. All right. That, and we really need to try to get a cooking pot going.
Well,
We have a lot of murky
let me
waters
guess.
already, and
You
no
need to
cooking.
buy something.
All of his quests are hella far. All right, we'll wait till tomorrow to see what he
You gonna buy
offers.
some
Get
food
something
or just stand there
closer.
like a goddamn idiot?
Okay, we
You cheap
technically
ass
have
son
enough
of a
money to
bitch. That's all you're gonna buy?
buy a cooking pot, so we definitely could do that just to be done with it. See what books we get. Definitely reading those.
Let's get this over with.
I'm a completionist. I pretty much always read everything, but in the beginning, especially with how difficult it is to find any kind of money, I really just feel like selling those extra magazines for things that you know for a fact you're not going to be reading is worth it. Alright. That on there. Stop the grill on there. I don't think I'm going to actually make any food yet, though. I think I'm mostly just going to be doing this for water. Perfect. And I mean, we could leave that on through the night just to give us some extra light and then put the torch there. If I had more torches, I would put one on each side on the outside so I could see. I don't know if I feel like making any torches though. Animal fat and cloth. I got a decent amount of animal fat already. Not a ton of cloth though. Let's just do it. So I'm just going to be chopping wood for the next hour and a half, and then we'll be ready for the first Horde Night. See how 1.0 treats us. Okay, got the torches crafted. Just remember that I can make a tier 2 axe, which only does 3.3 more block damage, but every little bit helps. So we just threw that together. I'm going to throw these torches up, one on each side. That should give us a lot more visibility. Boom. And then let's look at challenges, because I'm sure we got a lot of these. Storage container. Craft a torch. It's convenient. Spend the skill point. There's a guy over here. Excuse me, sir. We don't need extra zombies before Horde Night. Hunt and kill an animal. I don't even remember doing that. Cooking fire. Kill some zombie. Magazine. Scrapping items. Trader wreck. Sell some items. Complete a quest. And that's it. Alright. Nice. I do like the challenges. Rather than just like the generic starting quests that they used to do. Speaking of which, I haven't made a bedroll yet. Used to be the very first thing they would always do is tell you to make a bedroll, and of course we were always like, when you first start, you're like, ugh, I don't need you to tell me this game, like I got it. And then now that it's not a part of the thing, I always forget to make a bedroll. Our little defensive position is a little bit small. I don't know that I could really put one in here in a logical way. It's not really hurting anything. I'll just, whatever. It can be there. How are we doing on water? Good. All right. So we can afford to drink this. And with the few minutes we have remaining, just get rid of a couple more trees. I think I am going to build my actual house into more semi-permanent defensive structure out in this general area where I'm clearing this tree. It is a nice clearing. It is right next to the trader. It's right next to the city. It's about as convenient as it can get. Depending on how the first night goes, I'll probably use that for at least the second night as well. Historically, whenever I've done these Horde Night Every Night, the turtle base is good for the first 2 nights. Typically, the way that it normally goes. So I'll clue you guys in for anyone that's never done this before, just so you can have a comparison. Typically on the first night, there's literally like 3 or maybe 4 zombies. That's literally the whole Horde Night. Literally, like 3 zombies show up pretty much right away, like all at the same time. But then you kill those 3, and it's literally done. That's it, and that's it. So, very curious to see if it sends a lot more zombies. Because on the second night, it gets ramped up pretty big. You know, just at least comparatively, where it will have like I don't know, like 6 to 12 zombies will show up, and so it's stretched out a little bit comparatively. And at that point, it starts to feel a little bit much to be in a super simple turtle base like this. Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Oh my god, I am hitting all the wrong buttons. Okay, so what I was trying to do is sort this and look for food, but I don't see anything. But we'll keep first aid on us just in case. Yeah, there's literally... I mean, I could eat sham sandwiches if I was super desperate, but I'm not there yet. I will, however, extend that because I'm using it for light, not just for cooking. Alright. Well, there's one way out there. And I don't see any others yet. Down she goes. Alright. No one over there. No one over there. So far, the Horde Night consists of literally 1 zombie. Oh, there's another one. Oh, goodness. All right. So one thing I've heard people talk about, and I've sort of experienced it for the most part, is that used to be there would be like a set number of zombies, and you would kill that set number of zombies, and then you would be done. And in 1.0, there is no set number of zombies, that they literally just keep going for the whole Horde Night. So for a Horde Night Every Night, obviously that would make it a lot dicier. Ooh, construction order. So it's definitely... Oh, you son of a gun. Wow. Deep laceration and an infection from 1 hit. What a jerk. Oh, I got 2 zombies here now. Alright. Oh yeah, this is way harder than any prior nights I've ever done. But yeah, so like I said before, I'm used to having like 3 or 4 zombies on Horde Night. And if it's true that you are going to get a zombie, that you're going to get non-stop zombies the whole Horde Night, obviously that's going to be way more difficult on a Horde Night Every Night, where... And I would honestly say this already feels like the 3rd night, not the 1st night. Like, there is a lot of zombies coming at me. Sham sandwich. I do have... I hate to use a sewing kit, but I do want to get rid of this deep laceration, so... Although, this is great for XP, and they are more or less trickling in. They're not, like, flooding in, so it's not, like, unmanageable. Just like a steady stream of XP, which I have no problem with. And nothing's been crazy. The construction worker is the most difficult zombie that's shown up so far. If it was, like, a biker or something more crazy, like, obviously this will be a lot less manageable. But it does seem like the room, because the only Horde Night I've had so far, for the most part, in 1.0, I just did one with a gameplay that I'm doing with my wife and a friend of mine, so we're doing like a 3-person playthrough. We got through the Horde Night, and I would say it was like 3:10, 3:15 when it ended, where there was nothing left to kill, so it technically didn't last all the way through till 4 o'clock. So I was like, oh, maybe it's not constant. But no, this is This feels pretty constant. It's definitely making them trickle in because of how low my game stage is, but this is dramatically more zombies than what I would prior been used to. Okay. Which one is this? Yeah, we'll take that one. Oh, snap. I got a red tea. I didn't realize I picked one of those up. Oh, I hear a third zombie. Oh, there's a deer out there. Okay, now they're actually starting to pile up. Oh, gosh. Okay, this is where I'm going to use the gun a little bit. I don't want this thing piling up on me. Oh, snap. Oh, oh, dang it. The only way I can stop bleeding is with a first aid. Okay, well, at least I'm going to get healed. Oh my gosh, can you stop? And I have a concussion. Actually, I have painkillers. We can fix that in the morning. Let's check the damages. Yep, it beat that one up pretty good. We're hungry again. Ooh, big guy. Gosh, it is just barely ticking on to midnight. This is actually a lot, if I'm being completely honest. I don't think I can even use this position for a second Horde Night. This is a lot. Having zombies that can come at you from all sides. I mean, obviously, this was super easy to throw together. It took me at most 30 seconds, but this is a lot. What? What? I think I have a painkiller, right? Yep, I do. Let's just take it now. We'll have to go honey hunting tomorrow. I've smacked on a couple of tree stumps with no luck so far, but yeah, you can see them spawning way out there. Oh, nice. I'm sure we have points already. Yeah, oh, we sure do. Give us a little bit more oomph. Nice if we can get a couple more loot. Oh, there's one. Honestly, these loot bags are the best source I have right now for food, so. And look at that, 486 bucks. Take that all day. Nice. 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 Get some bullets going here. Oop. Nice. Ooh, some iron arrows. Very nice. Let's use up the stone so we can make the switch. We may end up using a machine gun here in a second. I feel like they're starting to pile up. No? Okay, never mind. Getting paranoid. We're good. Thought I heard someone else. Oh, Jesus. Tell you what, this is making me very hungry. Having to beat up on all these zombies. It is exhausting. getting a stun baton and building a repulsor mod is going to be like the most important thing I feel like I can do to up my survival ability here. Okay, still got 2 points. Let's do that. Speed up our attacks a little bit. Eat some more cat food, as one does. Yeah, it's already feeling better. And we can make primitive armor tier 4, which is kind of like the last tier primitive. I don't really feel the need to make 5. It starts to require a lot of duct tape and stuff like that, which is really not necessary. I like making tier 4 though. It's not that much more demanding in terms of resources, but it does give you a pretty nice boost to your armor rating. Probably worth doing in the morning. Oh, no. No, sir. We don't like that. Let's double check this here. Okay. Yep. Oh. Almost kind of feel like using this one more night just to see what would happen. Just to like challenge myself, like and see if I'm up to it. I'll make some perfections to it a little bit, but for the most part, like this is what I'll keep. Dang it. At this rate, I mean, getting hit so much, even if I find a honey, it's not gonna be enough to cure my infection. Oh no, 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 no! I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding. What happened there? I tried to use my machine gun and it did not work. Well, I just had to waste my one and only first aid kit. Dang. Oh, jeez. Goes right by our head. This is crazy. It's crazy to me that they're still spawning. I think I'm really curious to see how much more difficult the second Horde Night will be, because they are... It's already non-stop. And really the most difficult thing in, like, say, Alpha 21 on a Horde Night Every Night between, like, the second and the third night is just the volume of zombies. But there's already a non-stop volume of zombies. So I feel like it can't really get that much more difficult than this. Gosh dang it. Oh, you son of a gun. We've had to repair our pipe baton twice, and it is shaping up to need a third. Like, this is crazy. But realistically, if we're staying on top of the damage, like, it's not really proving to be that big of an issue. So I think I really am going to try to do this at least one more night so I can take my time to make a better, more semi-permanent position that I know would be a stronger hold-off spot. I think as long as we're not getting specials. If we started getting, like, even just animals, if we started getting birds, dogs, spiders, if we started getting even the tourists and stuff like that, like, not cops obviously, but just like even just the tourists, I feel like would really be difficult at that point for a position like this, because they're going to be doing a lot more damage and they're going to take a lot more, they have a lot more hit points. So we're officially more than 5% infected, so honey will not fully cure us. And we got an abrasion. Son of a gun. Medical supplies is going to be hugely important. Because I went through 2 first aid kits and 2 first aid bandages. I have nothing left. Questing. I mean, really, just making sure that we're doing sufficient questing so that we can get so that we can find what we need, because right now we're not going to be making any of it. God, they're still spawning. It's 3:40. Just absolutely crazy. Nice. Nice. Still spawning. 346. Wild. Absolutely wild. Okay, look at that. 355. There's still a zombie coming. It really is all the way to 4 o'clock. We are seeing zombies spawning. It is official. Look at that. 4 a.m. It was ticking over and it spawned someone else. That is bananas to me. Literally at 4 a.m. as it ticked over, and we're still seeing someone coming at me. Absolutely nuts. Well, we did it. We survived. That was bonkers. Whew. Okay. We are going to use this one more time. I will make some modifications to this, so join me in the next one. We're going to fix this one up a little bit, make it a little bit more usable, and start working on a better position a little bit further out that way, and try to get as much questing done as possible so that we can get the supplies needed for the next night. So I appreciate everybody coming out and hanging out with me, and I will see you on the next one.